Hello, and welcome to today's video. Back with a nice exterior view for you guys here. The weather is super good today, so I can actually be outside without sweating all of my tits off. So, as always, starting in Samastiti for the opening prayer of the practice. So, toes together. Thighs are engaged, hips, lower abdomen as well. Inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling them down as you bring your hands to your heart center, closing your eyes and getting ready. So deep inhale for the first Om. Deeply inhale and exhale as you bring your hands to the side of your body and you open up your eyes. So for today's practice, we have finished the Sun Salutation A, all of the poses. We're going to move into the chair pose. So Sun Salutation B, this is the first pose of the Sun Salutation B. So chair pose starting from Samastiti is actually one of the rare poses in yoga where you've got an internal thigh rotation. So as we are starting the Sun Salutation B in Samastiti, remembering, if you haven't seen the Samastiti video, go check it out, it's super important. So remembering to lift up your arches, having your toes together. Your heels can be apart, especially for going into chair pose, but you can also have your heels together. So your pelvis is not out. You've got the sternum back and up with the pelvis tucked in, arms straight to the side. So what we want to do going into chair pose is lift and go down at the same time. So you're lifting up your arms and you're bringing your bum down at the same time. So here, check your balance first off. You want to be equally on the tripod of your foot. So you want to be keeping the balance on the mount of your feet and on your heels. And you want your knees not to be coming over, but you want your knees to be equivalent to your ankles and your bum down. So here, you don't want your bum sticking out. You do want to tuck in your pelvis. And this is where I was talking about the internal rotation. So here, you want to internally rotate. So I don't know if you guys can see this with the camera, but you're actually really pressing your knees in. Okay, and then from here, you're gonna engage the core and coming up, right? So this is how we're doing the chair pose. And very important here as well, when you have your arms up, to not have them squishing up here, right? You want your arms to be up with your scapulas away from each other, that rotation. So you want to be keeping that same shoulder here. You see that same distance? And if ever you've got a hard time at the beginning, then you can, and I definitely encourage you to do so, to have your chair pose like this. So basically you're doing chair pose and you're keeping your arms like this so that your scapulas are away from each other. And then until you have the habit of really keeping your body and your shoulders like this to go up here, keeping them here is totally fine. So that is really chair pose. It's hard to get. I probably still have my knees a little bit over my ankles more than they should. It's very, very difficult to keep that full alignment. And you will notice that some people, their chair pose is more like this, right? It's very tall. And some people, their chair pose, it's like down here, right? So it's gonna depend on you. Figure out where you are. The most important is that you're really not like this, right? You don't want to have your knees all going over it like that, as it may hurt your ankles and you won't be using your thighs as much. And you really want to focus on that internal rotation. The more you focus on the internal rotation, the more you're going to be able to keep your knees right over your ankle, tucking in the pelvis, core, sternum, and arms. So just remembering these key elements of the pose, and you should be good. So chair pose today. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments, and we'll be going on to the next poses of Sun Salutation B. And then after that, we're going to get into the actual poses of the Ashtanga Primary series. Yay! Okay. And for today's practice, grounding into your deep belly breathing. You can choose to have your eyes open with a very light gaze, or you can choose at this moment to close your eyes. Remembering the Ujjayi breathing. Remembering to have a closed throat, and with the closed throat, breathing in and out with a closed throat, going into your Ujjayi breathing, practicing the Ujjayi breathing. If at any moment you feel like you are struggling with the Ujjayi breathing, remember the trick of whispering hello. Everyone can whisper hello. So try to just whisper hello with your mouth closed. The exact same closeness of the throat we want here. And now that you've practiced the Ujjayi breathing, you can continue as you move into the meditation, or you can simply ground into your deep belly breathing. Preparing for the meditation. And this week, we will be going once again in the chakras. This time I invite you to chant Om with me for each chakra, going up once and then coming back down. If ever you're uncomfortable with the Om, do feel free to just hum simply, or to however you feel comfortable. So starting with the root chakra, feeling free to imagine the colors as well. Inhale a deep red. Inhaling orange. Inhaling yellow. Inhaling green. Inhaling blue. Inhaling indigo. Inhaling purple. Once again for the crown chakra, inhaling purple. Third eye, inhaling indigo. Inhaling the blue for the throat chakra. Inhaling green for the heart chakra. Inhaling yellow for the solar plexus. Inhaling orange for the sacral chakra. And inhaling red for the root chakra, closing the loop. And grounding back into your deep belly breathing. So bringing your hands to your heart center for the 3 closing Oms of today's practice. Shanti, 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 Hari Om afterwards. Deeply inhale for the first Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hare Om. Bringing your hands behind your back, opening up your chest as you inhale, and exhale as you bow down, bowing down to yourself, bowing down to today's practice, bowing down to a whole bunch of really old dead people that figured out what chakras are. Amen to them, right? And as you inhale, coming back up, bringing your hands to the front, rubbing your palms together, creating the heat inside your palms. Whew, it is hot here. I'm feeling the heat. So bring your palms directly to your eyes. Deeply inhale. And exhale as you slowly start to open up your eyes inside the palms of your hands. And slowly bring your fingers open, looking at your palms as the light comes back in to your eyes. Well, thank you so much for today's practice. The asana part was a little bit shorter as I was just showing you guys chair pose, but want to make sure that you're keeping the daily habit of doing this. You don't got any excuses. Oh, it's too long. Oh, it's too... Want to make sure that you're keeping this consistent habit forming daily practice, because that's what it's all about, making this an unconditional habit in your life. So I hope that you're doing well. Do not hesitate to send me pictures and videos of your poses so that I can correct your alignment. If you are in the group, obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave me some comments. Just if you watched the video, I'd love to know who's watching it. Did you like it? Hey, you're too annoying when you talk like this. Hey, I love it when you talk like that, or this, whatever, or when you explain this. So just don't ever hesitate to give me feedback. I am super, super happy to be here with you guys and looking forward to tomorrow.